Hello, my name is Dean Cooper. I live in Silver Spring, Maryland, located right outside Washington, D.C. My review of my hearing aid is about the Phonak Audéo Sphere I-90. Before I talk about the Phonak hearing aid that I bought, let me tell you a little bit about my hearing aid history. About 10 years ago, when my hearing first started to decline, as many older men's hearing does, uh, I was fitted for a hearing aid, which I needed mostly for noisy environments. That hearing aid did not really work well in noisy environments, and I ended up turning it back in quickly. I bought myself some over the counter hearing aids, which I wore successfully for about 6 years. They were fine, but recently my hearing started to decline again, and there wasn't enough power in the over the counter hearing aids for me to hear well. So I went to an audiologist, I had my hearing tested. My hearing at higher frequencies had gotten worse. I could no longer often hear my wife, who's soft spoken, when she's speaking to me from other rooms or with her back turned to me. It was very difficult to hear her. I often think of my own hearing chart as being bad just at the frequency where my wife speaks so that I can't hear her. Maybe that's good for some marriages, but for mine, that wasn't a very positive thing. In any event, after the audiologist conducted a new screen of my hearing, I got recommendations from the audiologist and did my own research, both on the Zip Hearing website as well as the soundly.com website. And I picked two what turned out to be top of the line hearing aids, both of which the audiologist recommended. One of them was the Phonak. The other was a Signia Pure Charge and Go BCT 7iX. I ended up first buying the Signia hearing aid because it was a great deal. Wore the hearing aids for several weeks. They were great in a quiet environment. But in noisy environments, they didn't work very well at all. They certainly magnified and increased the sound wherever I was, but it increased the background noise as much as the people speaking to me. And it was very difficult for me to understand what was said in that very noisy environment. It was very I don't know, just dissatisfied with those hearing aids. And I turned those back in during the 45-day period and asked Zip Hearing to send me the other hearing aids that I had identified, the Phonak. And those I love. They're great in noisy environments. And I'm going to tell you a little bit more about what I like about the Phonak hearing aids. They're very comfortable. First of all, I'm wearing them right now. Speech clarity is terrific with those hearing aids. Music clarity is great. In quiet environments where many hearing aids work well, the Phonak hearing aids are terrific with that as well. But what I really like about them is how well they do in noisy environments. I generally leave my hearing aids on the automatic setting where they're always monitoring what type of environment I'm in, and they'll automatically switch the program when I move into a noisy environment or if I'm watching TV or listening to music. It's another environment that the hearing aids will detect and switch programs. Works great for me, even on the automatic setting. When I go into a noisy environment, I can hear the hearing aid switching the program. It minimizes the background noise, and I'm told that it uses artificial intelligence in order to track up to three separate conversations. And what's important to me is not only can I hear the words, sometimes I can hear, but I can't really understand what's said. What's great with the Phonak hearing aids is not only can I hear the sound, but I can understand and comprehend what's being said to me. So they're, I don't want to say that they're perfect. And if it's really, really noisy, if you're at a noisy wedding with a band playing, you're not going to be able to hear well. I don't care what hearing aids you have. But in a noisy restaurant, these hearing aids are much better than any other hearing aid that I've ever had. And that's really what I'm looking for. So I mentioned I use the automatic setting, but the app is very good. The Phonak app is great. You can change the settings to particular programs, and you can fine tune and create your own programs, which is great. You can adjust the volume level, you can adjust the focus of the, where the hearing aids are going to focus the sound and which aspects of the area 360 degrees around you is going to cut out. And so you can create your own programs that way. So I like the app with that. It's really good. Charging is easy with these. In fact, here's my charger. I'm going to take my hearing aid out for a second so you can see it. This is the size of it. It's a little bit bigger on this portion of it, but it goes into the charger just like this. Very easy to go in. The other one, same way. I'm going to leave this one in so that I can hear myself. No problem with charging. I can charge, and I never run out of power during the day, and I think there's plenty of excess as well with that. So again, they hold the charge very well. They're easy to put in, as you can see. They're comfortable. And also these hearing aids are great for streaming. The other hearing aids that I had were good for streaming too, but these are very good. If you listen to podcasts, the sound goes right in, you have that hooked into, you're basically connected through Bluetooth with your phone or with your tablet. You can listen to podcasts, you can listen to videos. Importantly, you can have phone calls with your phone that go directly to your hearing aids. And in fact, with this hearing aid, you can actually answer the phone by just touching your ear like that. And you can end a call by doing the same thing. So it's a nice little thing. That way you can keep your phone in your pocket while you're talking on the phone, and it actually uses the microphone on the hearing aid itself for that phone call. So it's great. Very happy with it. If there's a con, and I'm going to show you the hearing aid again. I put it back in. So as you can see, this back part here, where all the electronics are, is a little bigger than some of the modern hearing aids. And it's bigger, I'm told, because it needs to be bigger to have all the electronics necessary for the artificial intelligence. But it's not uncomfortable. It's not that unwieldy. It's just marginally bigger than some of the smallest ones now. But as you can see, from the front, you really can't see the hearing aids. From the sides, they look pretty good. I'm going to show you a picture that I took from the rear. Let's see. Let me get this. So here's how it looks. This is my head. I took this picture of myself. So you can see from the back, you certainly can see the hearing aid. It's not bad. I have it silver to kind of match my silver hair or what hair I have left. So you can see those, but okay, that's a fact of life these days with behind the ear hearing aids. So if there's a con, the con of this hearing aid is that it's a slightly bigger hearing aid in the back, but again, it's comfortable. It doesn't bother me. I don't see them from the front. I don't really care that people can see them a little bit from the back, and I guess I'm happy to have that larger hearing aid if that's what I need to be able to hear clearly and distinctly in noisy environments. So want to give a tip of the hat as well to the audiologist that Zip Hearing connected me with. It was Professional Hearing Aid Service, gentleman Ted Park, who owns that in Washington, D.C. They've been great to work with. And I also want to give recognition to Zip Hearing because when I started with those Signia hearing aids and I wore them for a while, I was technically past my 45-day period for returning the hearing aids. I was several days past it. Was not a problem at all with Zip Hearing. They wanted me to be happy. I wanted to change hearing aids, and so they honored that. They promptly, helped me. They gave me a good price. With that, they've always given me a good price plus a couple $100, even better than what they have advertised. So always ask when you're dealing with them, can you do a little better? But again, I've been very happy with them and very happy with the hearing aids, and I'd recommend them highly to you. And I hope if you get them, I hope you enjoy them as much as I do, and that they work as well for you. Thank you.